told about the commercial vehicles. So usually the commercial vehicles, whatever the commercial vehicles are there, it is being conducted on the very to carry to get the very useful information which is being made out in the journeys. Okay, in the study areas. So next is the whatever the address, which is address of the vehicle which has been operated, that is been obtained, and then they need to be conducted. The next is the whatever the forms that is been issued to the drivers, and that they will be requested to fill that forms, and that after at the end of the uh, trips it has to be submitted. So that is what usually a request has been made for the commercial vehicles owners or the drivers. Next is the whatever the in this vehicle commercial vehicle survey, what there is a typical type of the questionnaires will be there based on the requirement, based on the requirement, based on the whatever the requirement, the questionnaires will be made for the commercial vehicles owners. So uh, uh, one second. Commercial vehicles owners. So yeah, commercial vehicles owners, the trips will be questionnaires will be there. So usually based on that it will be asked. So typically the forms of the commercial vehicles I've been showing in the below. These are the typically questionnaires are there. So one is the firms are address which is there on the left side, and these commercial vehicles owners, the whatever the questionnaires are there, so that will be pasted on the back side of it. So another end, the date and time, and the interviewer's name, and they wear the different zones, and the what the personal telephone number, and their visits, their origin time, and the destination reached time. Everything that will be uh, everything which will be specified and entered by the commercial vehicle owners. So that is about, these are the questionnaires are these type of the uh, uh, post or the uh, forms will be given to the commercial vehicle owners. So that's about the commercial vehicle survey. I told road type of the survey which has been carried out. So in this road type of the survey that is being carried out in the roadside, that is the one of the method which has been carried out in the screen line. I told the screen lines or the cardinal surveys. So and another is the next the whatever the roadside interviews will be carried out, that is interview to the drivers only. So drivers of the vehicles, and the whatever the vehicles which has been selected, based on the type it will be carried out, and it will be selected, and questions will be asked for the particular the samples. Consider there are 10 number of the vehicles, means the one vehicle can be selected. So depends on the peak hours and non-peak hours, the roadside interview will be carried out for the any type of the vehicles. So these cardinal lines may be a in the tan of the circular ring radial lines, or it may be a rectangular grids. For a smaller town, the population of range lesser than 50,000, population or 5,000 or 1 lakh. Based on that, this cardinal lines will be laid on the particular this number of the cardinal lines on the peripheral. So the interviews will be carried out in the peripheral lines, or the cardinal lines of the town offices. So apart from that, these whatever the interviews will be there in the especially roadside interviews, usually it is generally possible where the interviews will be carried out for the vehicles. The sampling is very necessary, and the number of the samples that depends upon the number of the interviews and the traffic volumes. So any convenient method can be taken for the for the sample. And the fixed number of the vehicles for every 10th, 15th or 25th, like that it can be 10 sample will be taken. So every 10 vehicles one sample will be carried out. Based on every 25 vehicles one sample can be collected, but that is based on the method of the collecting the samples. Mm. So as the soon of the completion of the interviews or the during the interviews, the other traffic flow should not be interrupted. So that not and there should not be any disturbance along the with the interviews. There should be at least one observer to the record the traffic flow with the period of the interviewing. Mm. And the period and the duration of the survey is to be carefully planned out, and it is a practice in obtain the data for each and every day, especially in the weekdays will be carried out. So that's about the roadside in details about the roadside interviews.